Welcome, folks, to beautiful Tempe, Arizona, and the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils. Sparky in the game, ready and fired up for this matchup. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Sun Devils will kick this away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Black Knights offense will be the first up today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for him.
And the single back takes the handoff. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught quickly. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, the other half of this running back matchup we've been looking forward to, Kirk. Both guys come in rested, fresh, and very motivated.
How great is this, Chris? Usually in this era, it's about the quarterbacks and the receivers and getting the ball out in space. And in this matchup, we got two of the best running backs in the country going head-to-head.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking for the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the receiver's got it.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player. but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Ball handed off. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And then first down, they go right back to him. In the clear at the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to his target. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Great cut there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Black Knights. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Sun Devils are going to keep this drive rolling. He hands it off from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play and moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The turn begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On first down, it's play action. Lets it go as he's being hit. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
He'll hand it off. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. The shotgun running play call. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is
looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Army.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Receiver makes the catch. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the sophomores got him for a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Sun Devils will have to kick this away. Looking to flip the field here. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Black Knights will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And the Sun Devils will crank up the tempo. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first on the ground. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Choosing to return the punt. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He breaks free. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down. And the Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here. A quick throw out left, complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's a quick grab. Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He just runs through a man, a mismatch. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Makes a quick grab. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Army. And the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Makes a quick catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
A short completion of the tight end. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The Sun Devils churn out another first down. Looking to throw it again. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He gets rid of it on the move. He finds his man. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds. So that clock...
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Black Knights. And this one is getting ugly. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. You come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball is free in the backfield. The defense recovers the fumble.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He's found some room at the 45. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And then first down, right back to the running game. Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Army. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket, nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And the Sun Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Black Knights. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance